Right. So, I'm going to tell you a story instead. The scene is a Roman Catholic primary school in Glasgow. And a teacher's standing in front of the class. And they're all about 7 and 8 years of age. He says, right, children, today is a very, very important day in the history of this school, isn't it? Yes, miss. John, why is it an important day? Please, miss, a cardinal's coming to see us all the way from Rome. That's right. Sit down, John. Jeannie, what's so special about this cardinal? Miss, he used to be a pupil at this school when he was a wee boy. That's right. This cardinal was a pupil at this very school and in this very class when he was a little boy. And he's coming all the way from Rome with the Pope's permission to see us. And it's a very important day in the history of the school, and I want you to be in your best behavior. There's only one thing I want you to remember: how to address a cardinal. We call him Your Eminence. We don't call him Father like a priest or Your Grace like a bishop. Your Eminence. What do we call him? Your Eminence, miss. That's right. It'll not be long till he's here. And I must say, your parents have turned you out beautifully. You're a credit to them. The magic moment arrives, the door opens, and he swishes into the room. Swoosh. The vestments, the hat, the whole number. Morning, children. Morning, Your Eminence. And he hoovers across to the desk. Morning, Miss Harry. Oh, it's a great privilege having you here, Your Eminence. It really is a great day in the history of the school. Thank you. Well, that's fine, that's fine. Do you mind if I speak to the children? Oh, carry on, Your Eminence. So he wanders away over and he says to the first wee boy, hello, son. Hello, Your Eminence. And what are you going to do when you're a big boy? I think I'd like to be an engineer, Your Eminence. Oh, did you hear that, boys and girls? Yes, Your Eminence. He wants to be an engineer, that's good, isn't it? Yes, Your Eminence. Because engineers look after the world that God gave us. They drill for oil, they get energy from moving water, they build bridges. They're very clever men. Well done, son. Sit down. Hello. Hello, Your Eminence. What's your name? Peter Maguire, Your Eminence. Oh, yeah. And what do you want to do when you're a big boy, Peter? I think I'd like to be a plumber, Your Eminence. A plumber, indeed. Why do you want to be a plumber? Because my daddy's a plumber, Your Eminence. Did you hear that, boys and girls? Yes, Your Eminence! He wants to follow in his father's footsteps. Does that remind you of anybody? No, Your Eminence. What about Jesus? Oh, yes, Your Eminence! Forgot, Your Eminence! Well, don't forget again, will you? He's nailed to the wall to remind you, for Christ's sake. Meanwhile, there's a wee boy at the front. Connolly, what are you doing? I'm looking for my dinner money. You're a liar. Get your hand out of your pocket before you hurt yourself, you stupid boy. And stop picking on cookie. And of all the people to pick on, Cardinal picks on him. Hello, son. Hi. Oh, what are you going to do when you're a big boy? Oh, fuck off, eh? Well, the mayhem and madness that follows could not be described. Sporadic fighting broke out in the back row. Ah, come on. Oh! Chairs were going through the wind and the teacher fainted. Ooh! Big blue knickers up in the air. Oh! What did you say to me? I said, fuck off. Are you deaf as well as daft? Well, people were pulling each other back to get out the door. You scoundrel! You horrid, horrid boy! I used to be a pupil at this school. I sat in that self-same desk. But I didn't sit there interfering with myself and being rude to the guests. No, I worked extremely hard, and I won a scholarship to a posh school, where I worked even harder and went to college and became a priest. 5 years later, I was a parish priest. Did I rest on my laurels? No such thing. I haunted the libraries of this land, reading everything I could get my hands on and writing in the margin, my thoughts exactly how true! Exclamation mark. They made me a canon, they made me a Monsignor. I went to Paris to study. I was there for 5 years, I became a bishop. 10 years later, I was an archbishop. They sent for Rome for me. I went to the Vatican to study at the feet of the Holy Father. They made me a cardinal. I was in the jury who elected the last pope. And you're telling me to fuck off? You fuck off!